going to demonstrate the effects of performing a pinnacle approach in a helicopter. What is a pinnacle? In case you might be asking yourself. According to the FAA standards, a pinnacle is an area from which the surface drops away steeply on all sides. A building, for example, will be considered a pinnacle, or a steep helipad or ridgeline would all be good examples of a pinnacle landing. I'm going to start from right here. I'm going to head across this the runway here over to this structure straight ahead of me. It's some sort of a bomb shelter. It says number 34 on it. So I'm going to do approach, come across, and I'm going to be approaching from the south side, and I will show you how we do pinnacle approaches. Because what's going to happen here is as I get close to this object, to this approach, to this pinnacle, it's going to want to, you're going to want to have the tendency to go collector down and apply quite a bit of right pedal input. Let's see, other things here, translating tendency. So, translating tendency is when a helicopter wants to drift left or right, depending on the type of rotor system, upon picking up into a hover. Why am I telling you about translating tendency? Well, for one thing, because, like I said, when you pick up into a hover helicopter, the rotor, the tail rotor tends to push the helicopter to the right. So therefore you need, to compensate for that, generally speaking, you need a little left cyclic input. This, however, translating tendency is good for things like doing slope operations, because when you go pick up, you can use translating tendency to help keep your aircraft, your helicopter pushed into the hillside until you pick back up into a hover. That's when you're setting down and picking up. So let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up into my hover and get over here, get this show going on here. Head for this pinnacle over here, straight ahead of me. Okay. So, like for example, right now I'm picking up. I know it's going to be about 25 psi. Pick up here because I've got no lows, minimum fuel. Don't have any passengers on, nor just me and the co-pilot, and don't have a combat load. So 25. There's 25 there. And steady wins the race. Okay, very clear left and right. Active runway is not, or actually it's a taxiway, is right now clear. Nobody's around. One more time, left and right. I'm going to go ahead and approach this Pinnacle here. Maintaining and go ahead and pick up my altitude a little bit here. just pretend that I am inbound here on my final approach for this Pinnacle. So just assume that I've done my high. And my high, low, and ground reconnaissance for this approach. I've already established things like the wind direction, objects that present problems upon my approach, etc., etc. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to approach this Pinnacle from a walking pace until I am at a hover. So you see, it really slopes down here on this Pinnacle. I'm going to try to get my right skid set down here over on this side. We'll collect them down, eyes out. Try to talk through everything I'm doing here as much as I can. Collect down, ease forward into a walking pace forward here. Eyes out, eyes out. Or center line. I'm trying to get my center, trying to get my right skid center down the center line of this Pinnacle here. Continue forward. Collector down, eyes out. At one point it's going to be collected down and right pedal input. Cyclic up, collective up, right pedal, there's right pedal, eyes out. Eyes out. Come to the left a little bit. Collector down, eyes out. Continue forward, eyes out. Collector down, right pedal. Collector down, right pedal, eyes out. Okay, establish a hover, 1001, 1002, 1004, 1005, 1006. Okay, collector down, right pedal. Ease the collector down. At this point, I've established my hover. Collector down. Collector down. I want collector down until I feel that right skid hit. No rear movement. Collector down. Eyes out. Collector down. Collector down. Eyes out, collector down, waiting for right skid to make contact with the ground here, collector down, oh, get under control, watch the rear movement, okay, collector down, I got it under control. Control. Okay, collector down. Collector down. Eyes out. Collector down. Okay, there was a touch right there. And there it is. Right pedal is right rudder, right skid is now down. Right skid is down. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this is a slope. So collector down, collective down. At the same time, you're going to want right cyclic authority. So collective down, right cyclic authority. So while I let my collective down, simultaneously I'm going to go apply right cyclic, because I want to push this helicopter into the slope here. So I'm easing down on my collective's going down. At the same time, I'm applying right cyclic authority. Continuing down. I'm also looking at my my attitude indicator, and it looks like it's still. I am still on even surface here. The collector's still going down. I have complete right cyclic. Collector's all the way down. This is even. I thought it was. I thought there was a little bit of a slope here on my left side, but apparently I am right on the top. So it turned out to be not a slope operation, rather just a pinnacle. So anyways, now what I want to do is, now that I'm set down, my collector's all the way down, I want to neutralize all my flight controls. So socket back neutral, anti-torque pedals neutral, and collector's all the way down. Now for the opposite of here, for the opposite of this, actually, I just answered my question. That is going to be the opposite. For the pickup is the opposite of what you did to set down. So I was just assuming that this is a slope too, but like I said, it turns out according to my attitude indicator we are level. But if we were not level, then we would be wanting to go in exactly reverse of what I did. So let's see here, take a look outside. F2. So looking around here on this side of it, this side of the helicopter. So you can see we're sitting right on the top there. And we avoided performing a slope operation, so F1, back inside, and so all I'm going to do is pick back up and go sit back down where I was at before, so here we go. For 25 on the torque. There it is, eyes out.